People living in Atascocita North say they experience monthly power outages for seemingly no reason.
Yeah, in fact, just this morning, dozens of customers briefly lost power. So earlier today, our Troy Kless did some digging into what the potential cause is and a solution.
In this Atascocita neighborhood, one neighbor tells me if the power goes out, he will literally take a cord and throw it over his fence to borrow power from his neighbor's generator. In Atascocita North, the outages are frequent.
I got the power company like on speed dial, you know. I mean, they also, well, you're the first one to call in.
Ron Walker says weather is not necessary for an outage, but last week we had a freeze and lost power.
It was mighty cold. I had to get a stool over by the stove and have the two front burners on just to keep warm.
Centerpoint Energy tells KHOU 11 they performed repairs on Walker Street on January 25th. Another outage occurred on Tuesday, and Centerpoint sent this voicemail to customers. Crews were finishing last week's upgrades when Ron made a discovery.
They pulled it off, and it did have a date on there that said 1987, and I said, wow, you know.
Walker will walk to the backyard during extended outages to get electricity from a neighbor. Other residents like Shannon Ganter bought generators due to the persistent problems.
It just flickers on and off, and then when it flickers off, it stays off for, hours, days, weeks. It just all depends. Even like a hurricane came, we were out of power for a month.
Centerpoint Energy says Tuesday's equipment upgrades caused an outage for an hour, but residents like Walker want that communicated beforehand.
You don't know if they're working on equipment or if they're replacing it or if it's just a regular outage due to equipment failure.
Centerpoint says they continue to make targeted investments to replace old equipment across its system. Walker is signed up, but the utility is encouraging customers to enroll in power service alerts. In Atascocita, Troy Kless, KHOU 11 News.